Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. How are you? Excellent, excellent. This fine Tuesday, crazy town. That's really what it is. Okay. Hello, Tyrion. How are you, beautiful? And I'm just going to post this in the comments just so when people can jump on, they have something to relate to. Crazy busy day. Taryn, you did such a phenomenal job with that flyer. Like, outstanding, honestly. Really cool stuff. Hello, Miss Patricia. Oh my gosh, Karen. Hello. Oh my God. I'm floored. How are you, beautiful? Long time no see, man. Love it. Fantastic. Just made my night. Totally. Love this. How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. Just as a reminder, or for those that are new to the show, our moderator this evening is Christine Dennison. And if you see her in the comments, she's just trying to direct you. Okay. Super excited. So if anybody has any questions, anything that they would like to ask, please feel free to join me. I put a link in the chat where you can join me live in studio, or you can type out your response and I will answer it. I'm so excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in Michigan and holy cow, it is crazy weather. It'll be warm and then the universe is like, psych. And then it'll be 52 degrees. So, yeah, we're going through that right now. All right. How is retrograde treating everyone? Good times? Excellent. I love this. If you have any questions, just type them out in the comments and I will get to them right away. Someone is, yeah. Someone is ticking Mother Nature off because she's swinging like crazy. Yeah, I know, right? Absolutely. You know what I've noticed? This is just me personally. What I've noticed is in the last 2 days, I have seen more aggressive drivers, which is saying something in Michigan, than I have in, I couldn't tell you how long. Extremely aggressive. I think the energy is just wanky right now, for sure. Not here in Florida. The heat is wicked. I'll meet you halfway in the middle. How about if we get a mediocre temp then? Hello, Miss Julie. Nice to see you. Hello, love. Super excited. So does anybody have any questions, insight that they need? It's awesome. Hello, Miss Katie. How are you? Nice to see you, love. Excellent. No questions. Dum, dum, dum. Hello, Darren. How are you, love? Nice to see you. Good times, good times. There's a bunch of people typing, so bear with me. I am here. You know, Darren is going to have, wait a minute. You know, Darren is going to have some questions. Well, I hope so. Somebody asked me something for sure. How is everyone today? Doing okay? That's cool. What are we talking about? Actually, I'm just leaving the floor open. So any questions anybody has? Taryn is throwing a dog a bone. I can feel it, man. She's like, oh, let me ask something. What's my career looking like? You know, we've touched a little bit on this before too. I'll keep you up here so people know what I'm saying. We've touched on this a little bit before, but I do feel like this is definitely your year to step in. I think you're cultivating your perspectives. And since I'm live and you have this to refer to as evidence, I really feel like you're going to, what you have now is great, but it's going to grow. I think you're going to have what we would call sponsors. I think you will have that. I think you'll start pushing for that and you'll see that grow exponentially. So it's no longer going to be, you know, fun as in this is my side gig. I think it's going to grow even bigger. I truly do. And I think that your audience reach is going to be larger. And I feel like there's something, I don't know what, but there is something you're going to be doing with just like you're going to highlight just the women, which is going to be huge. It's going to be a big thing. You're going to get recognition for that. So that's what I see. I hope that that makes sense. That helps. Hello, John. And thank you for throwing the dog a bone, kid. I appreciate it. Darren, numerology, how do you feel about it? Love it. I think it's critical. I think it's a big part of our existence. You know, Tesla said it best is if we understood, he was definitely more exact with his numerology, but he was very much borderline obsessive with 3, 6, and 9. And there is a lot of information to back up those numbers, but numerology is a huge part of our existence. Yeah, love it. Love everything about it. Okay. The question marks were a typo. Okay. Love this. Everybody's here. Hello. Yes. If you would like to have a reading, please come join me in the studio. Click the link. I have the link posted. So you should be able to just click it. And Christine just posted it. Let's see. What do you feel for me? I'm having a lot of opportunities come my way, not sure where to go. I actually feel like you have kind of meandered for a minute. I almost get a sense of boredom with you, that you just feel very bored, and you I actually have been getting this for a lot of people, so it must be in the air, but I feel like you're just very bored and you want change. And you want something that is, it's not about being happy with you. I don't feel that. I don't feel like you want to do something that makes you happy. I feel like you want something that is going to spark passion within you. So I know you have opportunities, but I do not feel that there is that spark. And I feel like within the next, I'm going to say 4 to 6 weeks, you will have something come your way that I do believe is going to ignite you, kind of light a fire under you and make you strive. There's a difference between like happiness and peace that most people describe or explain that they want. And I don't see that within you. You want to live, you want to go and enjoy. And that's what I get. I hope that was helpful. And I'm excited. So keep me updated on that. I'm excited to hear for sure. Okay. Okay, let me see. Been going stir crazy in my current location. When will it happen and when will I get it better? Yeah, I do know that we've talked about this, and I to be honest with you, I'll put this up here. To be honest with you, when you want it to be better, you have to take action to make it better. You can't wait for something to fall through the sky and impact a change. And I don't mean that in any way to be disrespectful, but we have to take action to have the change. So will it happen? Yeah, absolutely it will. But I think you just have to be pushed to the limit to make the change that is necessary. And, I don't want to say a lot, but because we're on a public forum, but I know that we've talked about this before. Yeah. I hope that was helpful, love. Okay, Julia. Oh, I said Julia. I'm sorry, Julie. Where do you see my living situation heading when my lease is up in the fall? I'm a bit conflicted on what action to take. Are you considering like extending your time there? If you can post something in the comments. I know that you're saying, your lease is up, but I don't really feel like a move. I think there's contemplation on staying. Maybe extending that lease or doing a month-to-month thing. I don't know. But I don't feel that lease is up, you're moving. I don't feel that happening right away. I feel like there's going to be some lingering that takes place before there is that move. And I think it may be because of just marketing availability. Yeah, so give me a shout out in the comments and I'll follow that up. But have you contemplated that or thought about that? Let me see. Oh, there she is. I love my apartment, but they're raising my rent a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Because there's something about it like, oh, there she is. I was thinking of moving to Alabama or Wisconsin. No. I feel like there's going to be an extension. That's honestly what I feel. I think there's going to be an extension on the place where you're at. It could be due to time restraints, constrictions, just marketing platforms for housing, that I know what you want, but I'm not just real sure the follow through on that. I'm not saying forevermore. I just don't feel that when the lease is up is what you had asked. And I feel like there's going to be a stay after that lease is up in the same space. Darren says, I'm in Wisconsin. Rent is raising here. It must be in the air. Okay, let's see. Hello, Lori. How are you? Let's see. Mine are 1111 and 444, and my number is 7, and I was born in 1977. Very cool. So what that tells me about you is you are front and center. You are very authoritative, and you want balance, but you also cause some of that personal chaos and unintentionally, but it's just part of that makeup. Yeah, that's what I get from that. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. Thanks for sharing with me, for sure. I feel like I'm too old to delve too deep into numerology. I gave my all into things, It's not that hard. I swear it's not. It's not. Really, it isn't. It's fun too. I think it is. It tells you a lot about a person, for sure. Your number is 23. I think that's awesome because you know what that says? Change, lots of change. And I'm a Taurus, so I like stable, strong, foundational, peaceful environments. And you're more like chaos energy. You love change, you love new, you love growth, you love that ever turning cycle. So, which is pretty cool. That just means you're always on the go. You're always doing, which I think is very descriptive from what I know of you. Yeah. Hello, Jen. Nice to see you. I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel. Change is needed for sure. Yeah. Yes. Same numbers for me too. Only difference was born in 1984. Wow. I see all these numbers and I'm like, I am old as dirt with you guys. Need the link to be blue to enter StreamYard. Okay, I'm going to try to post that and maybe that would help. So I just posted it. Let's see. How much history is repeating itself? And how far back will it go? I think history is consistently repeating itself. And I think that's because of humanity as a whole hasn't necessarily evolved from that lesson. Kind of like our clothing style, bell bottoms are back in, so it's one of those things. Have you really learned from that? And I think as a society, we are growing, we are expanding. Obviously, we're evolving, but not necessarily at a rate that's fast enough to escape the past. I mean, right now there's a lot of things that are happening where our freedoms are in the United States, which are being challenged. Yeah, you've seen that throughout history. You don't have to go too far back. And I know 100 years seems like a long time, but it's really not in the grand scheme of things. Very much. And how far back will we go? I think we've consistently been on that cycle, for sure. Consistently and overtly. Yeah, great question, though. I love that. You're so very welcome. Oh, I think I pressed on the wrong one. Okay. And that's what you had just said. Okay. Good. And do you see early retirement in my future? No. I don't. Not because it would not be available to you, but you get bored so easy. You would find something to fill your time. And, you know, as far as work, I consider, that work what you would be doing. Yeah. I don't see early retirement, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. I think that you'll be able to financially have the provisions to set you up to do what you ultimately want to do. You're by no stretch there. You want to keep going. I'm hearing so much at one time in regards to you. You want to keep going. Big goals, things that you want to do. You're not done by any stretch. Mm-mm. I keep pressing the wrong button, so I apologize. Same thing. Why is it sliding down like that? I have no idea. Hello. Thank you, Bonnie. You're so sweet. I appreciate you immensely. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Awesome. So does anybody else have any questions? So I'm going to take a short commercial break so my wonderful sponsors can be acknowledged. And think about your questions and just post them in the comments or come and join me live in the studio. Would absolutely love to have you. I'll be back in just one moment. Hello, thank you for waiting for me, and thanks to my wonderful sponsors. I love you guys. And I actually have somebody brave enough to join me. This is so awesome. So let's welcome Joel. Hi, Joel. How are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Very well. Thanks for joining me. And I see you have a lovely lady. Hello.
Katie, hello.
Hello. How can I help you guys today?
I just wondering if I have a message from a loved one.
Okay. Give me just a second, okay?
Okay.
I have a lady. Oops. I have a lady and a man.
Okay.
So, I feel like the man belongs to Katie, though.
Well, I'll start with him first.
Okay. Okay. So I have a lady here. She has longer-ish hair. It's about just below the bottom of a bra strap. She has longer hair. wavy, not curly, but it's definitely wavy. Dark in color. She had beautiful big eyes, just beautiful, beautiful eyes. She has her face comes into like a heart shape.
Is it someone that passed recent or?
No. I don't feel like she's recent. And this would be on mom's side of the family.
My mom's side of my family.
Yeah, your mom's side of the
It
family.
was the only one I could probably think about that. It is my aunt that just recently passed away.
Okay. See, I feel like, well, she's an excellent communicator because I feel like she has been passed for a while because she's really good with her communication. So,
Well, I lost contact with my family for like maybe like 15, 20 years. I lost communication with them, right? For that long. So, and I just recently just got back with communication with my family back home, right? So I think it probably has something to do, probably family there.
so there was there's some significance with the month of June. There's something on that. There's either a anniversary, a birthday party, something that happens in June that's significant that she's bringing up that is a celebratory, definitely important that she's bringing up.
It's his birthday.
Yeah, it's my son's birthday on June.
Okay.
In June.
Okay, perfect. She's okay. First off, she's a really good communicator because she talks a lot. That's why I'm so
Yeah. That is for sure the side of my family, for sure.
She's very like her speech is fast. Even she not only does she have a lot to say, but her speech is very fast at the same
really
time.
fast. Yeah. That's correct. That's for sure a side of my family.
So she's talking about I know that you said that there was some distance with your family and then there was this getting back, but I feel like there's a great divide between the families still. And let me get this straight. So she is saying that you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt and keep your nose out of it and be okay with everybody. And don't listen to the gossip that comes along with it because it'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
That really sounds like my aunt.
Yeah. I mean, she's feisty too. She's not someone that
that's my mom's sister for sure.
Yeah. I think that, she gives the impression of like, if you did something wrong and I'm just going to tell you, I feel like she's going to take her slipper off and beat the hell out of you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds like my aunt.
Yeah. Like she is just, she's definitely a spitfire.
Yeah.
I feel like there has been a lot of troubled waters.
Yeah.
And I think that emotionally you have felt like nobody has really taken you into account of what has occurred.
Yeah.
She wants to acknowledge that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And she's talking about a compass, like that compass is going to bring you back. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, that compass is always going to drive you back home. Because even though they're not showing that to you or expressing that to you, that they're still your family, they still love you. Unfortunately, they just don't have the emotional maturity to deal with it.
Yeah.
There's definitely love and compassion. They just don't know how to express it or relay it. Definitely know that you're loved by her. A lot of compassion and caring. And I do think that there's pride with you as well, because I feel like at some point people had thought you were just never going to go anywhere, but you actually went much further than you ever got credit for.
Yeah. That is true.
That is true.
Yeah. So I hope that that was helpful, love.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. And thanks so much, Joel. You guys are awesome for joining me. Okay, let's see. I have questions. When you do a reading, do your hands heat up with certain situations, or does it really happen much? Yeah. Actually, as a shaman, actually, from my knowledge, and I can't speak for anybody, but healers in general, their hands will get very, very heated. And that's just because, you know, our hand chakras, those are our healing points, and they heat up because, you know, we have the energy that is connecting with us. So, and it primarily is running very, very rampant. But that's a super cool question. And yeah, depending on what situation, what I'm doing, depends on how much heat I get, for sure. Yeah, I've had times where they are just beat red. Like you can kind of see my knuckles, but the palms of my hands, you can see how red they are. Gosh, this camera, how red they are. Okay, we have Miss Tracy, who's going to join us in the studio. Hello, Miss Tracy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well. How can I help you?
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I just feel like there's someone around me all the times, but I cannot really put a finger on it.
Well, to begin with, I feel like you're very perceptive. I think you're very energetically sensitive. I think you don't want to claim the word psychic, but I feel like you're very intuitive. So I believe that the perceptions that you're picking up on is energy around you, for sure. There is a gentleman, and I know this is going to sound really funny, but he's holding sunflowers. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just that was my ex-husband. He just recently passed away.
Okay, he's holding sunflowers, and he's got the, you know, I love how spirit comes to me, but he's got like this cheesy grin, just this very cheesy grin. Really definitely a lot of love. Did he leave you, even though you were divorced? Did he leave you stuff?
He left the children stuff.
Okay. He left you something.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. He's holding a box, and in that box has numbers on it. Like it's routing number, banking number, something with numbers.
The money box, which would be
Possibly.
funny enough, he used to have a money box in his top drawer. His mom confiscated that before.
That was yours. I think that's why he's showing me that.
Okay, because I did get our kids copies of the Social Security and birth certificates out of it, but she kept everything else.
Yeah, I think that's why he's showing me this. This was supposed to be yours. I would be interested to go to the bank and see if you are on that as a beneficiary.
Okay.
I mean, Spirit doesn't just come to me with like, you know, don't follow up on this. There's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why they're showing me these things. It's not just for, you know, giggles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was very adamant, even after we split, that all the money went to me for the kids, and his mother, he didn't want her to have anything, and she is fighting to get.
Please follow up. I'm just you have nothing to lose but time, right? You can just go to the bank and follow up. But there's something about it that is critical for you to know. And I mean, he's being very persistent on this. Like he's trying to hand the box over as if this is yours and this is routing numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's your answer, kid.
Thank you.
That's who it is, you know, and just be blessed to have the knowledge that he's still around. He's still watching out. There's a lot of care, concern, and seeing things from a broader perspective.
Okay.
For sure. And I know you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you have any other questions?
Not right now.
Not right now?
I was just
okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye.
Excellent. Okay. Let's see. So, do you see me moving back to my home? Yes. Short answer is yes. Oh, okay. I think I answered that. Okay. And here is Miss Dee Dee. Hello, love.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Very well.
Good.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm just wondering if you think that I have any gifts.
I think I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that every person, if you have a pulse, you have a gift. You
True.
know?
True.
That's how I see it. It's just our perceptions of what that is. Yeah. I think that you are very clairsentient, where you're absorbing a lot of information around people. So I want to be really clear because they're saying this, so I want to make sure you hear it. When people say empathic, don't say that. You're not empathic. You are clairsentient, because empathic just means you have an emotion. You have empathy for other people. You are far more than that. You are clairsentient. You are picking up the emotions of others. I even go so far to say if somebody has a headache, you end up having a headache. So yeah, I think you very much are clairsentient, for sure, without a doubt.
I have another question. Clairaudient.
Yes.
I tend to hear things that other people don't hear. I hear like a radio station. It's not in my ear, but I can't even explain it. I don't know what to do with this stuff.
Well, there's two different kinds of clairaudience,
Oh.
just like there's two different kinds of clairvoyance. So clairaudience can be within the mind, right? You hear it in your head and not actually in your physical space. Or there is outside of self, like you would hear if somebody walked into the room and they were talking. So you're not hearing something outside of self, but you're hearing it within the mind as if it was. Okay. And that's perfectly fine. That still quantifies. It's just developing. There's different rates of development. Like people who claim clairvoyance, but it's within the mind and they're not actually seeing it outside of self. Does that make sense?
It does. I just think that I could hear it, but it just seems to be on a different plane.
Absolutely. Because it is.
It's high pitch. It's like a high frequency
Absolutely.
something.
Absolutely. Okay. And when you're trying to gather information, like to try to hear it even further, it actually will zone out and you'll get nothing but quiet. And that's because your vibration isn't quite high enough to sustain the information gathering process, right?
Yeah.
So it is raising your vibration that will help you hear it clearly. And actually, it'll go from that squeaky high, it'll go from that to a normal tone. And that'll take some time, and it may even freak you out because it may go like this and you're like, oh, you know.
Okay.
But really, that's what I would encourage you to do, is just work on your vibration. And I know people say that all the time, and it's totally misconstrued, and it's not, you know, airy fairy clouds and rainbows coming out your butt crack, because you're having the human experience. What I mean by that is practice spiritual hygiene, practice keeping your space energetically clean, practice with yourself, not succumbing to really negative or heavy energies. That's what you have to do in practicing your spiritual hygiene. You know, work on things that are going to build your heart chakra, love, compassion, caring, which I think you have loads of. But I think you have so much of it for everyone else, you're not actually doing it for yourself. And that's really when you get to the point of having enough for yourself, that's when you're really going to open up and your vibration will open up.
Does everybody have a... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Does everybody have a spirit guide?
Everybody. Mm-hmm. At least one. At least one, yes.
Do you know who mine is?
You have someone, I think it's, I believe John. It's not J like John, it's like Jean. Yeah. And I think you've seen him before. Yeah, I think you've seen him before. I think you convinced yourself that you didn't see him, or you imagined that, or I think you may have even, because of the way that he came presented to you, you thought, oh, I'm just making that up. He looked too Jesus-y for you, is what I was just told.
Okay.
So you discounted it. Would that be correct?
Well, I'm not sure. I got paranormal stuff in my house, so maybe it was one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's there for sure.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. Do you have any other questions or anything?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you coming. Thank you. Awesome. That was fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lori. Oh, thanks, Darren. You're so sweet. Okay. When you mention my intuition, it's not that I don't like the word psychic. It's more I never knew how to develop it. Yeah, I know. I think you don't want to refer to yourself that way as what I had meant, Tracy. And if you want to development or if you want to develop it, you know, check me out. Happy to help with that for sure. And actually, my new classes are coming up. Gosh, I know I'm trying to remember dates here. I believe the 6th. I have a Psychic 101 that, you know, it's like the beginning stuff. That's going to be on June 9th. And then I have Psychic and Mediumship Development. That's going to be June 6th at 9 o'clock. And my Shaman 26 long week course, that starts June 6th at 7. And you guys should see posters or flyers or something like that going up. So that should help. But I'm happy to assist in any way. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Penny at all. Thanks. Larry is his name. You know, Penny, I'm sorry, honey, but I have a woman here and I don't have Larry, but I do have a woman here for you. And she's an older woman who has arthritis. I pretty intensely, like my hands are hurting. She had pretty strong variant of arthritis. But I don't have Larry here for you, but I do have her. Yeah, I don't feel him. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. Joanna. Oh, Joanna, are you there, love? How are you doing, gorgeous?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little low, but I can hear you.
How are you doing, gorgeous? I've been sick, and I want to know what is going on because I cannot figure it out.
What's going on? Okay, you got to narrow it down. What's going on with what?
There it is. I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you great now.
Yeah. So I've been sick, but I don't know. I have no idea what is going on. I keep getting sick, and the doctor doesn't know what it is. I've been drinking medication, and it's not working.
So you've been having neck pain, throat. I'm just going to name off everything that I'm getting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Neck pain, throat. I'm getting even gastric issues, stomach issues.
Mm-hmm.
And your head is feeling really foggy.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Sometimes cannot put a sentence together.
Yeah. So not a doctor, can't prescribe, right? You know the drill.
Yeah.
But I personally feel like you are going through a transitional phase, and that's why you are going through this. I think you already know this too, Joanna. I feel like I'm already telling you something you know, babe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I feel like you know this, what I'm telling you. It's almost like the spiritual flu you're going through because you're just shedding a lot of crap at one time and you're expanding, you know? And I don't think they're going to find a damn thing because there's nothing physically, like there's nothing going on with your beingness. It's just your spiritual body is trying to allow your physical body to catch up with your ascension process. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I thought of it, but for some reason I kept like thinking, no, there has to be something wrong, you know.
No, I'm not. I honestly am not. I'm not picking up anything. I know that you're experiencing those things, but there's nothing that's connecting them. I can't even go, well, that could be allergies, or that could be, the common flu or COVID or anything. I'm not getting any of that at all.
I've been tested for
Yeah.
everything. Everything.
I'm not getting that. That's why, because it is the ascension process. You're not going to find anything. But you're shedding so much at one time. I think you're even shedding some of belief structures that you've carried for so long that you're like, that's not serving me anymore. And you're chucking it in the fuck it bucket. And, you're expanding and you're growing. And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. What should I do?
You need to do some spiritual baths is what you need. That's what you need. If you want to expedite it, that's what you want to do. Keep your aura clear all the time. Make sure it's nice and clear all the time. That's going to help you. That's going to absolutely help you. I also think that you should have some shamanite. Just carry it with you. And that's going to serve a dual purpose. One, it's going to keep you nice and grounded. And two, it's going to help protect your energy. It's kind of like going to help repel that. So you can just sit in your own energy and not be bombarded with so many others. Yeah, but not in a way that's going to cut you off from perceiving information. Like obsidian, it'll cut you off and you won't receive information. So don't stay away from that because you still want to perceive. You just don't want to be bombarded. So I believe shamanite would be a nice stone for you to carry. But yeah, spiritual bathing. And I would get some white flowers. I don't care what kind of white flower it is, but throw some white flowers in that bath too. Okay. So my personal go-to is always daisies or lilies, but pick whatever you can get. Just make sure there's some nice white flowers in that bath with you. And that'll help you.
Great. And I miss you so much. I've been trying to do
know.
This forever.
I know.
Forever. Even today. I've been running so I can make it. And yeah, here I am.
Yeah. I keep saying I'm going to do some live in-person spaces. But it's just finding the spaces to do it. And there's a lot of conference centers that are closed. Old places that I could depend on. I can't. So yeah. But I know I'm going to pop up in Maryland probably in the next 3 months. So you may be able to catch me there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll see. I'll post stuff. You'll see. I'll have flyers and stuff out to let everybody know.
Okay. Well, I love that you're doing this and I love seeing you and talking to you and I'm out.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Awesome. Let's see. That's so beautiful. Okay, let's see. I am trying to find, oh my God, Christine, can you be my brain? I know she can hear me. The lady that I was reading for beforehand, and I said I have a woman here. Did she comment? Do you know? She did? Okay. Penny, thank you. Love you. See my brain. Christine has the brains in this. I cannot maintain all these names. I apologize. Okay, I'm looking for Penny. There she is. That's okay. Thanks. Anyone would be okay with me. Okay, cool. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, the woman that I have here that has arthritis in her hands, I feel like this would be, and there's a woman behind her even. This would be mom's side of the family. And this is grandmother. This grandmother. She seems so familiar to me. Okay. So I feel like I'm not getting that there was like this close, intimate relationship with her. But I do feel like she has definitely been watching over you. I also feel so she's giving me a lot of information, and I'm going to paraphrase because we're on live TV or live streaming, and I don't want to put all your business out here. But I feel like you have definitely had a rough go. You've had a lot of challenges, and I feel like you haven't had the familial support that you deserve, that you need. Not really having that cheerleader in your corner. And especially this last 7 to 9 months have been extremely challenging for you and kind of isolating for you. And she wants to acknowledge that she is here and she is with you. I feel like you are a very genuine person, that you're very, you really strive to say what you mean and mean what you say, but to do it with the regards of being compassionate at the same time. And I feel like that your past has cultivated you to be so generous in your words to others. And what I mean by that is like just being compassionate to your fellow man. And she's acknowledging that. I don't know if she's still here, but if you are here, can you at least comment that this is making sense to you, that you understand where I'm coming from? I'm not getting anything and we're on a delayed. Yes, you're right. Okay. Cool. She's here. Thank God. Thank you. And I really feel like her message is to know that she's there, you're supported, you're loved. You have to please be kind and compassionate enough to yourself, as much as just a quarter of what you are to everyone else. And man, you'd be doing great. You'd be doing really good. Cut yourself some slack. And it's not selfish to want to take care of you or at all. I'm also being told there's gonna, something is coming up where you are going to be asked to do something that you genuinely don't want to do, but you don't know how to say no. And I think that's why she's bringing this to your attention now. And I will help you with that. You go like this. You say, no, I can't. It's that simple. It's that simple. And that doesn't mean you're bad or you're wrong or you're mean or you're uncaring or an unkind person. That means you simply cannot. And that's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. And when this happens, just remember these words. And don't think of me saying them. Think of, I think it's Esther saying them. Okay. Your grandmother, not Esther, Ethel, saying them. And if you have any hesitation, just remind yourself that it's perfectly okay. And no is a complete sentence. But my time is up. I'm actually 3 minutes over. And I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will see you next week. Bye.